Like, who's the coolest person that you've worked with so far? What's been one of your favorite moments on this journey?
How could it not be with Tyreek? I came home super pumped because I was like, I just killed that with Tyreek Hill. I came home feeling like there's nothing I couldn't do.
Start here, Connor. Talk to me a little bit about your decision when you first decided you wanted to start your video business and walk me through how the first, few weeks have gone, and talk to me a little bit more about what led you to that decision and what are you liking about it?
Um, Honestly, what led me to the decision was like I just see all these people doing what I do, but they were making hundreds of of dollars way more
Yeah.
off of it than I was. I was doing a lot of stuff in the sports world for free and just kind of like giving my time just to gain experience. And then I got to a certain point where I was like, yeah, I'm pretty good at this stuff. Like I'm getting, you know, really good at this, and I'm like really honed in on all my skills. And I was like, it's time for me to profit off this. Like I have to put my skills where the money is. So
Yeah.
that led to me moving down here to Miami 2 months ago. Zero clients, zero connections, anything other than I had a couple friends down here that run marketing companies, and then another company that is kind of the same as mine. And that kind of gave me a little bit of comfort because I kind of knew that there was going to be a couple things rolling in off the brim just because I have a little bit of connections here. First few weeks were absolutely stress filled. Not that now isn't stress filled, but it was just like getting used to a new city, being like, okay, I have to figure out how to run a business now. Like
Yeah.
before, I was just showing up somewhere and just filming. Um, but nowadays, especially with the help of you and Carl, like it's things are starting to build momentum in the right direction, and kind of learning about more about the business side because like me and you have talked about in previous meetings. Uh, like my I'm no longer worried about whether or not they're gonna like the content. I know they're
Yeah.
gonna like it because I know I'm good at it.
Good.
So the biggest thing is formulating offers and sales funnels and forming all that side of stuff. Which um, I'm 2 months in. I'm glad I'm not figuring this type of stuff out 6 months in, where I'm like $10,000 down the drain.
Yeah.
Um, so things are good. Things are definitely starting to go in the right direction. Stringing together a lot of days. Kind of the lifestyle of it is completely different.
Yeah.
Um, Not having like a boss telling you exactly what you're supposed to be doing is a little bit nerve wracking at first because you're like, what direction should I be going in? Um, but at the end of the day, when there's if you're someone like myself or obviously yourself as well, like you have that brain thing that kicks in. You're just like, no, you have to do something. You have to be
Yeah.
doing something right now, and then you just kind of figure out what that should be. And that's it's different on a day to day basis or a week to week basis. But um, I hope that makes sense. But
Yeah,
that's kind of
100%, dude.
what I'm
Talk to
thinking.
me about talk to me a little bit about some cool stories, some successes that you've had so far. Like, who's the coolest person that you've worked with so far? Been one of your favorite moments on this journey?
How could it not be with Tyreek? Working with Tyreek for his Noah Lyles prep race or prepping for his race with Noah Lyles was pretty crazy. I'm fortunate enough to where when I was back in Buffalo, I was working with just low level MLB guys. They weren't studs yet. So my first year doing that was cool. Next year, I got up to the MLB, where these same guys that I was with in Buffalo are now up in the major leagues. So it wasn't like a star. I wasn't like starstruck or anything like that. So I was super lucky that I kind of had like a nice incline into someone like Tyreek. So when I got to that moment, my nerves, there was a little bit of nerves, of course. There always will be when you're meeting someone of that caliber. But
Yeah.
they were nowhere near where they would have been a year ago. Because I kind of had that like incline, like I said. And then when I got to that moment, I was like, I'm going to kill this. Like, I know,
Yeah.
like, finally, like, I have a platform that's nuts. That's like, I'm, like, my own video skills are going to be or my level of skill is going to be mixed with that same level, if not higher level of talent, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
and everything turned out sick. I came home super pumped because I was like, I just killed that with Tyreek Hill. I came home feeling like there's nothing I couldn't do. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I went to a brick wall after that. You know what I mean?
that's
Uh,
awesome, dude. That's awesome, dude.
Definitely the
So
biggest W since getting down here for sure.
I love that. Talk to me. We were kind of laughing about it before the call, but when you're going to make this big decision and you're looking at, I have this skill and I'm really good at this thing and I know I want to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time. You're making this big decision. You're going down and you're learning in real time, like, oh, there's a lot more that goes into this business stuff, right? What is the number one sort of like aha moment, like, whoa, like, oh, I'm really glad I know this now because this is going to help me start to scale out. And this is something that maybe I didn't really, you know, want to accept or even understand before going into this whole entire thing.
People don't care about views. People don't care about videos or photos. They just care about what their ROI is
Yeah.
on those videos and photos. Because as much as I'd like to just go to shoots every day and just make cool stuff, that's not what's going to make me a wealthy man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's fun and I like it and I enjoy it, but um, as we were saying, like as of the last 2 weeks to a month, like I've just kind of realized like that's not all that this is. It's what how much money am I going to make them and how am I going to do it, and can I relay that to them clearly in a concise way to where they like, oh, that makes sense. I see his work. His work is awesome. He's also a cool guy.
Hmm.
I want to work with this dude. You
And he
know what I
has
mean?
these results, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
100%, dude. Well, all right, before we go, anything else that you want to say? Any funny stories, anything cool, or any updates, or anything you're looking forward to? What are your goals, let's say 6 months from now? What are you looking at?
I like to take things one step at a time. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, I have no idea what I'll be doing in a month from now, but in 6 months from now, um, I will be working with NHL players. I'm already signed on. I'll be doing a summer league down in Florida it's like a hockey league. It's all based in Southern Florida. A bunch of NHL guys playing it. So I'm looking forward to absolutely killing that. Kind of grow things even more in the sports niche. Hoping to work with enough sports clients to where I could potentially grab something like a little NFL position just on game days, just on the field shooting. That'd be cool. Interviewed
Yeah.
for it in the past, but didn't get it. But that's okay because I wouldn't be here right now if I got that.
Yeah.
Um, and be making a lot of money. Is that
No,
as
that's a great answer. I totally
simple as
love
that
it, dude.
sounds, like that's like I didn't come down here to have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've like gone out one time in like 2 months since I've been here because like
You're
that's
grinding.
that's not what I'm here for. Like it's really
Yeah.
I see people get sucked into this lifestyle like that. But like if you're not
Yeah.
surrounded with the right people that are doing the right things, like it's easy to do that.